What's going on? What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're back and we are finishing up our series with how to stay in alignment by using your own forecast cycle numbers. And today it's all about this number 9 personal day, month, year. So if this number applies to you, it's all about you today. It's your time, it's your world, it's your moment. And again, guys, there's no cookie cutter recipe approach to these numbers. Always trust your own your own intuition and use these presentations and these numbers as tools and to guide you along your own life path and destiny, and soul journey. And what you will realize, because my main intent here is to just show you on a surface level how everything is interconnected, things that we didn't discuss so far. But if you take action and use this system here, you will realize that, you will see more balance in your life. You will have more self-discovery because you will learn more about yourself as you grow through the process, right? And at the same time frame, you're going to begin to know yourself. You're going to know who you are, what you came here to do, your purpose and your mission, and people can no longer lie to you guys. All right. There are people out here that would fast talk you to death, right? But you would know better. When you know better, you do better. But again, my main intent, once you take action and go through this process, right, it's going to put you back into the ebb and the flow of the cosmos, the universe, nature, the all, and most importantly, yourself, because you're here having this human experiences, your own human experience, right? But there's a process, and a lot of us really want that consistency, and this will help you. Okay, just take action. But this is also going to give you a work in knowledge, and you will start to get more results, ASAP. And a great teacher will always, point you in, to some kind of reference or a source of information that you can further enlighten yourself and gather your own perspective, right? And that way we can really be adults about this and synthesize our ideas, because you may see things from a different point of view, and that's what life is really all about, guys. But after you take action, right, once you see these numbers, now it's going to constantly, constantly remind you of your purpose, your mission. It's going to give you more directions, some goals about yourself. And it's also going to give you some proper expectations to have, each day, each month, each year. And that way, you can at least have some kind of proper prediction and expectations with your life, and you know what you're working on, because the universe is going to mirror your intent. As long as your intent is to better yourself, the universe is going to give you, or you're going to attract those experiences into your life so you can become a better person. All right. But again, a telltale sign that you're out of alignment, boredom, if things are not going right, lack of consistency, that's a telltale sign you're out of alignment. And part of my purpose is to, remind you how great you are, and and to give you a quick tune up so you can tune back into yourself, into the source, and really listen to your intuition and follow your inner guidance system. you know Put yourself on a schedule there, 24 hours in a day, and make sure, this way you're not going through life running, on autopilot. You'll know exactly what you need to work on for the day, for the month, for the year, right? Like I mentioned, but we all get this same 24 hours in the day. So it's time to invest in things that's going to give you the highest return on your investment. Because, it's time for us, to be our own leader and take responsibility for our own lives. Because we can't blame nobody but ourselves, for not taking action, and for things not going right. We have to plant the seeds first, for this cause and effect. Instead of just waiting on the effect to happen, we can start being the cause, or putting the cause into the play too, right? Instead of, guessing and hoping for luck. All right. But number 9, it's all about you. But just a quick recap: how do we calculate these personal numbers? To the left here on your screen, these are the core vibration, or the core areas of your birth chart that really keep yourself, in proper alignment. And you have your life path, and this is your life path, pretty much your theme for this incarnation on earth at this time while you're here. And it's going to let you know the things that you really need to work on overall, to complete this life path and destiny number. Your attitude, if things are your attitude number is pretty much self-explanatory. This is the way people see you, when they first meet you, right? And this number also will let you know if things are not going right in your life. Assess this number first and align yourself to the attributes and characteristics of this number. So, for example, if attitude number 9, align yourself to to research, higher education, mind expansion, developing your own philosophy, of self, of life, right? The things that work for you, because what works for you may not work for everybody else. But this is some of just the surface level. 9 is a number of leading by example too, right? Being a humanitarian. Okay. And so as you see, align yourself. If things are not going right in your life, start with this attitude number, right? And the generation number is pretty much how you're going to spend the last stages of your life, and also gives you kind of like a glimpse of what kind of family you incarnated, into during this time frame you was born into. All right. So for the sake of training, this number 5, this family, or I'll spend my latter years, all about creativity, having fun, learn a lot of lessons through experiences, right? A lot of choices, a lot of changes, but using my talents, my gifts, expansion, growth, business, tapping into my creative abilities, that feminine principle, right? All right. And then this date of birth. Now, to have the most success, in your life, right? All your experiences are vibrating to this number here. Okay, these are all your gifts, your talents, your abilities are lined up. Most of them are in this gift number here, your date of birth. So align, your abilities. A lot of your hidden abilities is around this number, and you will slowly realize that, hey, the stuff that I attract in my life is kind of geared toward, around, my date of birth. This gift number, if you want to call it that too. So your life is, it's all about self-discovery. It's no cookie cutter approach, guys, but trust the process. All right. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. You have to continue to plant seeds each and every day. 30, 60, 90 days, you will see these results. Okay. So release expectation. As long as you plant the great seeds, you don't have to worry about anything. The people that don't plant good seeds, or they don't have no idea what they're doing, they just speaking things, words and just doing things without, consciously knowing, the energy that they passing to people. That's all we're doing each and every day, guys. All right. But, just to sum things up. Now, when it comes to this person year 9, let's do a quick calculation just to recap. But for the sake of training here, we have 5, 7, 2021. That equals, 17, and 1 plus 7 equals 8. But for the sake of training, we deal with the number 9 today. So with a 9-person year, we're in the month of December, and December is a 3-month. So for a 3-month, right, or 3 days, so to speak, it's all about tapping into your mental faculties, your mindset, your thinking. It's all about speaking, communication, expansion, growth, abundance. You planted some seeds, and you'll see a couple little things sprouting up, from those seeds planted earlier. It's a great time to write, focus on your goals, learning, constantly learning, right? But the main theme is, communication, business. Are you working on your business? All right. But that's what that 3, vibrations on the surface level mean. So just to sum things up as we close, guys, when it comes to this number 9, when, day, month, year, in quick snapshot, the theme is, you reap what you sow. It's a time to let things go right now. All these different experiences, the people, the things that gave you all the lessons that you needed to get you to the point right now. And if they no longer need it, it's time to let them go. Thank them, and appreciate them for for the lessons that you got during the process. However, once you let these people and things go, it's going to open you up to new experiences. Okay. So it's all about you, because you in and you completing a phase, you being reborn here, in this phase, and you representing yourself pretty soon, this new persona, because you really been working on yourself, right? Been doing a lot of inner work, and you like that old soul. You've been around the block, and and you lead by example. Nobody can tell you nothing, right? All right. But it's all about completion, humanitarian. And remember, the energy you put into something. So what you focus on, It's that energy that you know put in. It's a give and take. You know, your attention is energy, and it puts you on a frequency that's like a channel, right? A TV channel. This presentation is a frequency, a channel. You tune in to Chris and you listening, and it's putting you on a certain vibration about learning a little bit more about yourself, the numbers, you know, and really just trusting the universe and getting in the ebb and the flow of life, right? Because it's your life, you know. And the primary focus is, you know, knowledge. It's all about knowledge, you know, gain the experience, you know, get out there, get some experience, you know, don't keep the knowledge and don't test it out. So, you know, do your own little case studies. And then as you go through that process, that's when you become wise. And then, you know, you can, you know, remember, it's all about taking responsibility for yourself. You can't blame anybody but yourself for not taking action, or to being, you know, just open-minded, you know, open to new ideas, new concepts, new people, new things, and letting go. And, you know, donate, you know, because that putting you in the law of cause, you know, principle of cause and effect, you know, because you know, you giving it, your intent is to, you know, give, or, you know, from the heart for somebody else so they can enjoy the thing, you know, that you willing to get let go, right? But in closing, you know, it's all about completion. And this marks the beginning of the ending of, you know, everything you have managed to accomplish during this cycle. And this is a time to really clear out and rid yourself of all that's no longer useful or needed in your life. You know, declutter physically, mentally, emotionally, right? Settle old debts and extending forgiveness to all, you know. So it's just, you know, some things you need to clear up, some old debts, you know, friends, you know, they loan you a couple dollars, and, you know, give them the money and give them a couple extra, you know, for interest, you know, for them helping you out, right? Nothing is for free, you know. And, you know, just, and tell people thank you, but settle those old debts, you know. And it's time, you know, for forgiveness, you know, it's rebirth, right? But because you graduated, you know, from a cycle or experience, and it's time for completing, you know, many areas of experience so that you can move freely into the next cycle ahead without carrying forward any outgrown or unneeded baggage, right? Who need unneeded, you know, outgrown, unneeded baggage? It's going to weigh you down. All right. Sometimes, you know, you can have a whole bunch of friends, you know, they can make you laugh. But, you know, if you haven't grown, right, declutter. If you haven't grown physically, mentally, and emotionally since being with these people, you know, you have to review and reflect your life. You know, they may be a distraction and they holding you back, and they see your greatness. So it's time to discern and know the difference, guys. But to close, things to, you know, do and expect, always be intentional. Always be intentional. The universe is going to mirror your intent. When you really want to help people from your heart space, you know, you're going to come up with all kind of ideas. Okay, write things down. But remember, you already rich. You may be short of money a little bit, plus or minus, but you're already rich, because you realize I create my own happiness. You know, you have to have these goals, have a plan. A lot of people don't take action, but that's not you, because you're going to take action, make some mistakes, and that's going to make you a better person. And then, you know, and always enjoy the present moment. You're going to refine and repeat the process, right? Make little tweaks here and there, and you're going to find that sweet spot that really works. All right. But you can always get better, but be true to yourself throughout the process. Lead by example. You know, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And always use this cause and effect. Be the cause, not the effect, right? Instead of waiting for handouts. Use those 7 hermetic principles, the universal laws, but your life is about choices. You know, for you to grow, you know, and get these new experiences, you know, you want, you know, different things in life, but you have to do different things to get those things. You can't keep doing the same things to get different results. In other words, that's the definition of insanity. But your thoughts, your belief, words, emotion, and action are going to equal your results in reality. And the book that you know, what I recommend during this time frame, Ralph Smart on YouTube, you know, stop caring what other people think of you. That's a great video. All right. You know, you'll get a good laugh out of that one. But my 5 takeaway, guys, you know, as we close this series with how to stay in alignment by using your own forecast cycle numbers. This has been fun and short and sweet, but these are, you know, some of the key takeaways that I feel that you can really use and really get some results. But my 5 takeaways, you know, lead by example, right? And, you know, don't boss people around, but, you know, be the leader that you want to see, right? So lead by example, If anything you've been working on or procrastinating, finish things off, or at least write down some plans so you can start working on these little miniature tasks during this next cycle or phase. Okay, but do your daily reflection. This personal growth thing, don't overlook this. All right. 15 minutes a day, there's always more to know. Schedule yourself. 30 minutes a day will create a new routine/habit. And remember, your input equals your output. For if you want new things to manifest in your life, you have to change your input, new experiences, new books, new information, right? All right. But again, your thoughts, belief, words, and emotion and action are always going to equal your reality and results. Honor the past as your teacher and the present as your inspiration. I will have some additional references down below in the description. But again, guys, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. It's been a pleasure. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. And we will start our new series pretty soon. But it's been a pleasure again, guys. But focus on yourself. You can always work on yourself. We can always become better than we were yesterday. And, love your perfect imperfections. Okay. That's what it's all about. All right. But again, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.